So we're going to help Big Mama figure out why it is that the company appears to have sold more ice cream than they have in the past, but our profitability is lower. And that can come from various aspects of the company. So we want to try to, again, the whole point of this is to try to drill in and hold people accountable, whether it's a sales department, a production department, a purchasing department, and figure out why aren't we as profitable as we can be or we thought we would, and try to correct those issues. And that can be coming from multiple areas. And what we're looking at is the performance report that was given to us in the problem, and it says, okay, we sold fewer units than we thought we were gonna, and everyone automatically assumes, okay, well that's why we're not profitable. We didn't sell enough. Let's go yell at the salespeople. They need to sell more product. But that might not be the entire story. So we got to peel this thing apart and look at all the different uh, reasons for the variances that ultimately led to a lower profit. And we'll start with the selling price variance. It's obvious we have a volume variance here of an unfavorable amount of 25,000, but did we can't tell from this as to whether the price we sold per unit was higher or lower than what we thought it would be, and that's an important piece of information to understand if we're going to try to figure out how we can be more profitable. So the selling price variance, I've got the formula here for us on the screen. You take the actual selling price and you subtract the budgeted selling price, multiply that by the actual units sold. That gives us the selling price variance. So if we break this thing down and we say, okay, well then what is my actual selling price? The way I get that actual selling price is, well, I brought in $2,502,500 divided by the units sold. That means on average I sold each pound of ice cream for $9.10. And I subtract from that figure the budgeted selling price. Budgeted selling price. To get that figure, I take my budgeted sales dollars, 2,700,000 divided by 300,000 units. And so there you see I budgeted to sell each one for $9. And so we have a difference here of 10 cents. So we can yell at them for not selling enough product, but they actually did a good job in selling the product for more than we anticipated. One way to meet the quantity target is to lower the price below what we would have established, and that can generate additional sales, and they could get up to the quantity budgeted. But so this is a good thing, and then we multiply that difference by the actual units sold. So actual units sold is right here, 275. Okay, so my selling price variance is the 10 cents multiplied by the total unit. So in other words, we have a $27,500 selling price variance. We have to determine whether that's favorable or unfavorable, and all we have to do looking at this revenue item is determine, well, okay, we sold it for more than we were anticipating. That's a good thing, right? And so I'm going to call that a favorable variance. And so we would be pleased with their selling price variance. And so we would say, Big Mama Sunshine, this is not where the problem is. It is not within the selling price per unit. So we don't have to continue to look any further into the selling price.